All right, hello everyone. Wicked Witch of LA here, and today I want to share with you all another spell, and this is a little bit more complicated. A bigger spell. It is a money drawing spell, money, wealth, abundance, and overflow. A little bit bigger than some of the other spells that you might see online when it comes to money. I will post later on some more money spells, smaller, simpler, you know, because I know not everyone has access to everything. But I do want to share with you the spell that I actually am doing for myself today. I've done this for client work before and I've seen great results. I've done this for myself before and I've seen great results. And today I want to, gotta do it again. And I want to share it with you all as well. This is a spell that I do at least twice a month, but I try to make a habit of doing it once a week. So a couple of things that you're going to need for this spell. You're going to need a bowl to mix all your ingredients in. And it could be any bowl. You can just go to your kitchen. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. You can go to your kitchen, get a cereal bowl. That'll work just fine. All right, so you need a bowl. You're going to need a green 7-day candle. You're also going to need 8 tea light candles, preferably green. I ran out of green, so I'm using white. White is a pretty flexible color. It could be used to substitute any color if you are working with color magic, with the exception of black. It cannot exude the properties of the black candle. All right, so you're also going to need a plate, like a ceramic plate, a pizza plate, something that is flat will work best. We are going to inscribe the plate with some sigils, so you will need a plate like this. If you don't have a plate, you can just use a piece of paper, like a large kind of sheet of construction paper. That does work well also. All right, you're also going to need some pens and markers. Now the pens and markers that I'm using a small Sharpie because I'm going to be writing on some bay leaves. And I'm also using these Sharpie, they're oil-based paint markers and they're used to write on glass and like porcelain, things like that, and it helps kind of like stick on so they won't really budge. So I am using a black one and a gold one. All right. And then I also, for those of you that, if you're new to my channel, hello. I am a root worker. I do practice hoodoo. So herbs are a big part of my practice. I mean, any practice in witchcraft uses herbs, but in hoodoo, it's something very, very special. So I'm using a good number of herbs today. If you do not have all of these, that is okay. You don't need all of these. Use what you have. But these are the ones that I do use in my spell. So what I have here is cinnamon, basil, catnip, jasmine. I have chamomile, bay leaves, orange oil, patchouli oil as well, and allspice, and thyme as well. I do have a little bit of rosemary, but I'll get into that later. And I also have bank soil. Now this is soil that I collected from a bank, and I'll go into details more about that later on. I have some salt right here. I also have a few dollar bills, 7 pennies, and 7 other coins, and this is a mix of dimes, nickels, and quarters. All right, so before I start the spell, I do want to point out that I do have Baphomet right here with me. Baphomet is my deity, my main deity that I work with. For those of you who don't know, he is known as the god of witchcraft, or the witch lord, the father of witches. So whenever I do large rituals or larger spells, I always ask for his influence in my spell. And then over here, I do have my familiar's spirit vessel. Again, whenever I do any spell, big or small, I do always have the aid of my familiar. Now, I did point out that there is salt and rosemary in this spell. If you're someone who is working with your ancestors, you're invoking your ancestors for their aid, do not use salt, because salt is a natural repellent of the dead. Salt repels the dead. So you never want to work with salt when you're invoking or calling your ancestors. You can use it. I'm not saying your spell's not going to work, but it may affect your spell because, again, salt repels the dead. The reason I use the salt is because I want to protect my work. A good substitute for protection is rosemary. Alrighty, so you're also going to need a petition, which I already have filled out, and some green string or thread, rope, whatever you want to use. You can use white as an alternative. Again, if you don't have green, you can get white. I got this at my dollar store, little pack of like embroidery thread, like 8 different colors for like $1. So most of the things that you see here today, I got like at thrift stores and dollar stores. So if you're afraid of breaking the bank, no worries, hit up your dollar store. It's great. If not, use what you have. And again, I will be posting a video on a much more simpler version of money spells. There's also some sigil work that I'm going to be using that I will be inscribing onto my candle as well as my plate. So to start off this spell, whenever you're going to do this spell, you want to take a moment to meditate. There's 2 points to this spell, 2 reasons why I want this. You want to have your intent clear already. I want this to attract money, wealth. I want to have an abundance of it, and I want to have an overflow. And what that means is that I want to make sure that I have more than enough financial security, that all my needs are met, and I still have plenty left over to, do all the things that I enjoy to do that cost money, but also have an overflow because I want to be a blessing to other people. If I see someone that is in need of money, I want to be able to, to be that person that supplies that need, because nowadays money is such a stressful thing. I want to be someone that helps people. Use it in any way, whether it's donating to a good charity. Me, myself, I like donating to the Trevor Project. I'll leave a link down below for them so you guys can also see how you can help them out, or any charity. So I want to use this to bless myself and to bless others. So I have a clear intent of what that is. So the first thing we're going to do after your intent is we're going to start adding in our ingredients. So every time I grab an ingredient, when you're doing the spell, you want to charge it. You want to give an assignment, because plants, herbs, barks, and resins, they have multiple properties, and you want to assign a property to them when you start using them. For example, cinnamon has properties in passion, in speeding up spells. It also can help with psychic awareness. I don't want psychic awareness or passion. I want this for money. It's really good for drawing in money. So when I grab it, I just, you can just say something like, all right, cinnamon to draw money. And I like to just crumple up the cinnamon bark and just drop it in. So 1 cinnamon stick. All right, and then let's go for the catnip. Where are you? All right, and you may hear a commercial in the background playing. That's just my laptop being dumb. All right, so I'm going to take a pinch of catnip for great money drawing. I'm going to go in with some chamomile. Chamomile, great for increasing money and success. And also, I want this chamomile to reduce the stress of this money. I don't want this money to come in a stressful manner. I want it to be a nice, clean, less stressful process. All right, so I'm also going to go in with some basil. Basil for wealth. There we go. Now I'm going to go in with some bay leaves. Now, for bay leaves, what you're going to do is that you're going to grab your Sharpie. You're going to take 4 bay leaves. All right, so I got 4 bay leaves right here. And you're going to write on each of them a little something. So on the first one, I'm going to write money. Some people say you have to be like super specific and write like this entire petition on it. You don't have to. For this spell, just take the first one and write money on it. Toss it in. And you may hear some construction happening outside. I do have construction happening, so pardon that. On the second bay leaf, you're going to write wealth. Toss that in. Bay leaf number 3, you're going to put abundance. And on the last bay leaf, you're going to put overflow. Nice. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to get some jasmine. Jasmine also for wealth, to come in a peaceful manner. All right, so now we're going to take some allspice, and I'm going to put in 7 little allspice seedlings. Oops, that's more than 7. 1 for each day of the week. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are great for drawing in money. All right, so I have some orange oil. And I'm going to put just a few drops. I'm going to put in 7. There we go. Some patchouli oil for money as well. Orange is great. If you don't have orange oil, go to the store, buy an orange, and use the peels. You can even dry them out and save them for later. So truly, I'm going to do 3 drops. Let's do 1, 2, 3. And just be careful about orange oil. It is a little bit acidic, so if you get it on your hands, you can feel a little bit of stinging, some burning. So just be careful with the oil. Now I'm going to take my coins. I have 7 pennies for luck. And then I have 7 other coins. Now these are a mix of nickels, dimes, and quarters. There's less nickels, more dimes, and even more quarters in this because I want my money to increase. It represents increase. So we're going to put those in. I'm going to put in a few dollar bills. There's no set amount for this. You can put as much as you want. You know, don't toss in like $100. Some ones will do just fine. And on each of these, what you want to do is, pull that out. You want to write your name and first name, whether it's for yourself or if you're doing this for a target. So these 2 already did on, but I'm going to show you guys on this last one. Since this is for me, I'm going to do my first name, last name, and then at the top, I'm going to write $3 signs. So just draw the $3 signs. I'm going to turn it towards me. $3 signs. Once more towards me. $3 signs. And last time towards me again. $3 signs. That way the universe knows exactly what I want. All right, so now the last ingredient is going to be bank soil. Now this is again soil that I just got from my own bank. Literally went there like in the middle of the night and did, gave a little land offering, scooped some soil up. The bank is a place that magnetizes money. It is a place of great wealth. That is what I want to draw in. It's a money magnet. So same way, those properties are in the soil. So I'm going to put in just a little bit. I'm going to crush up the bigger chunks. Doesn't need a lot. Beautiful. Nice. All right, so all my ingredients are in. So I'm going to take my bowl and I'm just going to shake it around, really wake up those ingredients. I like to do clockwise spins. Really draw that in. On the camera, it may look like I'm going counterclockwise. That's just the camera, but clockwise. And then with my hands, I'm just gonna really feel it. Again, I'm gonna mix it with my hands as well. And sometimes I just like to really put my hands over it, really infuse it with my energy, really get a feeling for it. You know, sometimes when I'm doing spells that are a little bit bigger, I like to just use my hands to feel the energy. How does this? All right, sorry about that. My camera decided to turn off. Yay. So, as I was saying, once you have all your ingredients in, after you've mixed it all together, and really just infuse it with your energy. Sometimes I'll just put my hands right over it. And this is a great way of knowing if your spell is going in the right direction. You get a feeling for it. You know, you feel calm. You feel the energy. You feel peaceful. You feel good about it. If you start to feel something kind of like going against you, if you feel like something's not right, there may be something that is hindering you or stopping you or slowing you down. So I really like to get a feel for it. And then again, I'll just mix it with my hands and just start speaking over your spell. And it could be anything like, you know, just money, come to me. I'm going to have so much money. My wealth is coming in. I have abundance. I'm going to have an overflow so I can bless others. This spell is strong. This spell is mighty. I have my deity with me, my familiar's aid. I have the aid of my ancestors. My spell is good. My spell is just. There we go. Now I'm not working with my ancestors specifically, so to protect my work, I am going to add in a pinch of salt because I want my work to be protected. I want my money to be protected. All right, so once you have all your ingredients in the bowl, you're going to set this aside. And you're going to get your ceramic dish, your pizza plate, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to inscribe some sigils on this. Now, you'll see that there are some already on here. There's 8 gold dollar signs. Like I said, I've used this spell before, and these dollar signs did not want to wash off. The gold is very stubborn, but I'm okay with that. So, I do have my book of sigils right here as a reference. And we're going to draw in, give it a good shake, the first sigil. Now this is a sigil that is to attract for powerful drawing, to really bring in something with great strength and energy. And this sigil also calls on the 4 quarters, the 4 elements, to really draw in that. So since we're drawing in money, I want money to come in and wealth to come in from different directions. So, and I'll bring it up close so you guys can see it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw now. Some of you may notice that I'm using the symbols of the elements, earth, water, air, and fire. And each element does have like a corresponding direction of like north, south, east, and west. Because I am a traditional witch, I follow the northern quarter system. So if you notice that, you know, water is in the west, that earth is in the south, and, you know, that it's different from the traditional version, it is because of that, because my traditions, I follow the northern quarter system, so it is different. So I'm going to draw the 4 symbols of the elements. So we have air, earth, fire, and water. There we go. I'm going to draw the rest of the sigil. All right, so that is the sigil right there. So again, this is used for powerful drawing and attracting. And if you notice, when I did these 8 gold dollar signs, there's one in each cardinal direction. and one in between. And again, if you don't have gold, a gold one, you can use a black marker as well. You can actually buy these. I've seen these at dollar stores, Walmart, Target, or you can always order them online. Now, once that main sigil is done, I'm going to flip the pages here. Okay, so I'm going to put in one sigil in each corner of what I want to draw. So I want money, wealth, abundance, and overflow. And there's one sigil that attributes to each one of those, so I'm going to put those in the four corners. So I'm going to draw in wealth, so there's wealth, abundance, so there's abundance, all right, and we have money, all right, so there's money and overflow. All right, so this is the plate fully inscribed with the sigils. So again, the main one in the center is to draw for great attraction. We have over here abundance, money, overflow, and wealth. Now, when you're using this type of marker, it does need to dry for a quick second, so you don't want to rub your hands on it just yet, or else you'll smear it. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my green 7-day candle. And with the gold marker, what you're going to do is that at the top, you're going to inscribe your initials and your birthday, or the initials of your target and the birthday of your target. All right, so what we're going to do now is those 4 sigils that we put, we're now going to put them in 4 different parts of the candle. So I'm going to start with wealth. We're going to go to abundance. And then we have money. And overflow. All right, so once all those sigils are inscribed into the candle, Underneath them, you're going to put the 4 cardinal directions, the symbols for them. If you don't know the symbols, you can just put NSW, E for east. You can just put those, that'll do just fine. Because again, you want all this to come from different directions. Just gonna redo that one. All right, once you've inscribed the 4 cardinal directions, at the very bottom, at each direction, you want to put another $sign. All right, so that is the completed candle with all the directions, the sigils inscribed. Once you have all that complete, you're going to take your petition. What you're going to do is that you're going to roll it towards you, like a scroll. There you go. And you're going to take your green thread, string, rope, whatever you're using. What we're going to do is we're going to tie 3 knots. So here's knot number 1. And I'm going to wrap it towards me. Knot number 2. And I made a mess. Let's try that again. Again, if you make little mistakes like I'm making right now, it's not the end of the world. You know, don't get too stressed over on a spell going so perfectly. People make mistakes during spells. You drop things, you accidentally blow out a candle, you get interrupted by your mom or whatever. Just keep going. Start over. It's not the end of the world. Okay. I don't know why this string is like being crazy. Come on. There we go. Finally, knot number 2. Again, towards you. I don't know why I'm struggling so much. I have really bad hand-eye coordination, I think. I can tie my shoes, but I can't do this. There we go. My goodness. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut off all the hanging strings. And I'm actually going to toss my petition into my bowl. There we go. Now, once you have everything here inscribed, you're going to take your 8 tea light candles and put them on each $sign. Remember, there's 8 of them, so there's 1 on each cardinal direction and 1 in between each direction. All right, now you're going to take your 7-day candle. You're going to place it right in the middle. And you're going to get your bowl and you're going to take all your ingredients and you're going to toss it in. Just kind of grab everything and just put it all around your candle. And if you make a mess, that's fine. I'm sure the spirits understand. And I'm just going to dump it. All right, since you're working with paper bills, be careful not to burn your house down. I'm actually gonna like roll these up a little bit so they don't catch on fire on the candles. All right, so now once all that is done, you're going to light all of your tea lights. Come on. There you go. All right. Once all your tea lights are lit, you're going to light your 7-day. All right, and you want to let this burn down completely. Don't blow anything out. Don't snuff it out. Let your candle do its work. Let the magic work. Just let everything kind of alone for a moment. Now, there is an incantation that goes along this. So, what you want to do is that this incantation, I'm going to get my notes here. You want to say this 3 times in the morning and at night before you go to bed. And you want to pray that over this candle until it burns all the way down completely. Once the tea lights burn down, you can toss the tea lights out, but the 7th day you want to let it burn down all the way. And again, every single day that it's burning, in the morning and at night, you want to pray this incantation 3 times. So since it's the first time I'm making it, I'm going to go ahead and say it now. Silver and gold, seed and oil, come wealth and money here to me. Silver and gold, oil and seed, abundance and overflow, come here to me. Come here to me, come here to me. Blessed be, so mote it be. And again, we're going to say this 3 times. I'm going to say it 2 more times. Silver and gold, seed and oil, come wealth and money here to me. Silver and gold, oil and seed, abundance and overflow, come here to me. Come here to me, come here to me. Blessed be, so mote it be. Silver and gold, seed and oil, come wealth and money here to me. Silver and gold, oil and seed, abundance and overflow, come here to me. Come here to me, come here to me. Blessed be, so mote it be. And again, I just like to infuse my spell with my energy and really get a feel for it. Protecting it, and just kind of envision your wallet being full, the money in your bank account increasing. And right now I'm telling you, I'm getting some very peaceful vibrations here. Like everything's gonna be okay. It's strong, I'm getting some very strong vibrations, but it's peaceful. That means that my money is gonna come in peacefully and that I won't have to worry about my finances or worry about struggle. I'm gonna be okay. There we go. And ideally you will want to set this somewhere where it's gonna go undisturbed. I do have a little working table, so whenever I have spells that I need to leave for a bit while they work themselves out, I do leave it right over there, so we can do that. All right, guys, so that is the spell. I know the video took a while, but yeah, here we go. Again, it is a bigger spell, a bigger ritual. Of course, there's a little bit more work that goes into it. I will be posting more videos later on simpler spells, but I did want to share this. I was planning on doing this for myself today anyway, so I just wanted you guys to be here with me. All right, thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one. Blessed be, witches.